Animal Farm by George Orwell. Chapter 7. The Massive Slaughter.
In the late afternoon, all the animals gathered in the barn following Napoleon's orders.
Here he comes.
Oh my gosh, what the heck is that?
Ugh, he's wearing those dumb medals again, too.
What are those? Napoleon soon stops in front of the animals and lets out a loud screech. In doing this, Napoleon's dogs knew it was time to attack. First the pigs, then Boxer. The dogs attacked Boxer along with the other pigs, but Boxer was able to defend himself.
You trying to try me? You trying to try me right now? You trying to try me?
Okay, just let them go, dogs.
After everything died down, Napoleon begins questioning the pigs.
Yo, man, confess you're guilty. Oh, I remember now. Y'all the ones who protested when I stopped the Sunday meetings. Therefore, you must be guilty. Just admit it, bro.
Okay, yes, we've been talking with Snowball.
And just like that, the dogs attacked the pigs, killing them on the spot.
Does anyone else need to confess?
With no hesitation, the hens confessed that they had a dream that Snowball had told them to disobey Napoleon. The goose also confessed of having 6 ears of corn and eating it for himself. And finally, a sheep confessed that he had peed in the drinking pool. They were all slain on the spot, and so the tales of confession and execution went on, until there was a pile of corpses lying before Napoleon's feet, and the air was heavy with the smell of blood, which had been unknown there since the expulsion of Jones. After everyone left the meeting, there was a dead silence until Boxer had something to say.
I can't believe this would happen at our farm. I think the solution is to work harder and to get to work in the morning an hour early.
And he moved off his lumbering straw and made for the quarry. Having got there and collected 2 excessive loads of stones and dragged them down to the windmill before retiring for the night.
Beast of England, beast of Ireland, beast of every in clime, hearken to my joyful tidings of the golden future time. Sooner or late the day's coming,
Time shall be overthrown. Quack, fields of England shall be
trod by beasts alone.
Comrades, I have to inform you that the Beast of England is banned.
But why?
It's no longer needed, comrade. Beast of England was the song of the rebellion, but the rebellion is now completed. The execution of the traitors this afternoon was the final act. The enemy, both eternal and internal, has been defeated. In Beast of England, we expressed our longing for a better society in days to come. But that society has now been established. Clearly, this song has no longer any purpose.
Frightened though they were, some of the animals might possibly have protested, but at this moment the sheep set up their usual bleating of 4 legs good, 2 legs bad, which went on for several minutes and put an end to the discussion. So Beast of England was heard no more. In its place, Minimus the poet had composed another song which began, Animal Farm, never through me shalt thou come to harm. And this was sung every Sunday morning after hoisting of the flag, but somehow neither the words nor the tune ever seemed to the animals to come up to Beast of England.
Chapter 8. Different Commandments.
A few days later, when terror caused by the execution had died down, some of the animals remembered, or thought they remembered, that the 6th commandment decree, no animal shall kill any other animal. But it was later changed to no animal shall kill any other animal without cause.
Wait, hold on. Wasn't it different? What? I'm so confused. I thought it said something else. Summary. The scenes we are doing takes place at the barn during an afternoon. Napoleon had called all the animals to the barn without any reason. As soon as he arrived, he let out a shriek, signaling for the dogs to attack. The dog swiftly attacked the pigs and surprisingly Boxer. Boxer was able to defend himself, but the pigs were hurt. Napoleon claimed the pigs were planning to rebel against him and sided with Snowball all along. From then on, many animals started confessing about all the things they've done wrong. Napoleon had them killed on the spot. With the execution taking place, Boxer blamed himself for not working hard enough to satisfy Napoleon's needs. The rest of the animals made their way to the high knolls of the farm. The view presented an overall landscape of the farm, revealing all their land. They were mournfully singing their anthem when Squealer suddenly announced the song was banned. He claims that the rebellion is over and they got rid of the traitors. The song was changed to a chant. A few days later, the animals reread the rules, but they were too dumb to realize it was changed. Analysis.
During a meeting, Napoleon's dogs attacked the pigs after they are forced to confess their wrongdoing. Stalin did the same thing to the Soviet government by torturing them until they had confessed to crimes they hadn't committed. They were also killed. The Beast of England song is banned. The pigs fear the idealistic and utopian ideas in the song. The pigs then continue to rewrite the principles of animalism. The sixth commandment was changed to, "No animal shall kill any other animal without cause." This is how the pigs began to manipulate the uneducated animals.
About the author.
George Orwell was an English author and journalist. His real name is Eric Arthur Blair, and he was born in Motihar, Bengal, India in 1903. 1 year after his birth, his mother had brought him and his sister to Henley-on-Thames, England. His father had stayed behind and rarely ever visited them. They reunited at an early age. Orwell was battling bronchitis and the flus. Mentally wise, he was also a little unstable. He had imaginary friends and claims to have lonely child's habits of making up stories. At the age of 4, Orwell had already started composing poems, and his first published poem was revealed to the public in the newspaper when he was only 11 years old. He was not well liked, so he was always hiding and reading books. Although Orwell lacked personality, he was a really smart student. Orwell won many scholarships and attended Eton College to continue his studies after high school. But after attending Eton College, he was not able to continue to his university education because he was not financially able to. So then, he joined the India Imperial Police Force in 1922, and after 5 years in Burma, he had resigned his post and returned to England. He wanted to actually live his dream this time and started his writing career. It was a struggle for him to start off his career, but his major work was Down and Out in Paris and London in 1933. He had a hard time making money, and he took all sorts of jobs to actually live day by day. Because he was not making the money that he wanted and not wishing to embarrass his family, he therefore took the name George Orwell. In 1934, he published Burmese Days, describing the British colonialism in Burma. Around this time, he had met Eileen O'Shaughnessy, who married in June of 1936. The couple moved to Spain, where Orwell joined one of the groups fighting General Francisco Franco. He was shot in the throat and arm, becoming incredibly weak. They left the country, and unfortunately, Orwell spent several months in the hospital. He was diagnosed with tuberculosis and had to battle this disease for the rest of his life, because at the time there was no treatment for the disease. A few months later, he had to support himself and his wife. So he took on many writing assignments and essays and reviews over the years, developing a name for producing well-crafted literary criticism, landing him a job as a producer at BBC. He later on resigned because he claimed that he doesn't fit well with the job. He became popular after releasing Animal Farm in 1945, in which was the year his wife had died. They had one adopted son together, Richard Blair. in which they had adopted 1 year before his wife's death. Avril, Orwell's sister, had to take care of Richard herself. Another popular book of Orwell is 1984, but Orwell was not able to enjoy his success. The book was published in 1949, but he had died on January 21st, 1950.
Vocabulary.
Emboldened, encouraged, made brave. Capitulated, gave up all resistance. Countenance, facial expression. Tumult, commotion. Impending, about to take place.
Lit terms. Imagery. Words or descriptions using the senses to convey a message or feeling. Persuasion. Change someone's mind to do or do something. Satire. Writing that comments humorously on human flaws, ideas, social customs, or institutions in order to change them.